I talked to Manny on the phone, and he wants to fight one more time.
He wants to fight one more time.
He does. Kid can fight because he had speed and he had power, and it's very, very hard to get those two together
at that size.
They thought the story had ended, that the final bell had tolled on one of boxing's most mythic journeys. After falling to Yordenis Ugas in 2021, Manny Pacquiao exited the ring and entered politics, leaving behind memories, not expectations. But now at 46, with knees that have endured 1,000 battles and hands still laced with destiny, he's back. Why risk it all when the world says time's up? Because one man believes the fire never left. Freddie Roach, the Hall of Fame trainer, the quiet architect behind some of boxing's most electrifying nights, has seen Manny defy science before. And now he's seeing it again. Manny can beat Mario Barrios. Roach says not survive, not go the distance, beat. And if Roach says it, he's history demands we listen. This isn't nostalgia, it's a reckoning. A legend staring downtime itself. It started with Whisper's blurry midwork online, then a sharper clip, Pacquiao in gear, shadow boxing at Wildcard. No promo, no press release, just that rhythm, that speed, and suddenly, fans who'd long moved on leaned forward, whispering the same question: is he coming back? He hadn't fought in years. He was a senator, a global icon. The loss to Ugas felt like closure, not because he looked bad, but because he looked done. But warriors don't retire when they're tired. They retire when there's nothing left to fight for. Now there is Mario Barrios, tall, strong, dangerous. The man who beat Ugas, the man who beat the man. And Roach and Pacquiao plan to return the favor. Media called it delusion, ego, but Roach dismissed it with one line: he's not doing this for money, he's doing this because he knows he can win. That's not loyalty. That's 20 years in the trenches. From Barrera to Thurman, Roach has been ringside when Manny rewrote what was possible. This isn't a comeback, it's a continuation. Barrios is younger, fresher, but he's about to walk into something he's never seen. Not just a fire, a storm that doesn't know how to quit. If Manny is fire, Roach is the match. This isn't just a bond, it's belief. Roach, battling Parkinson's, trembles outside the ring. But once the pads go on, he's still. That's not medicine, that's purpose. Before Manny, Roach was just another fighter with busted hands and broken dreams. Wildcard was built from nothing but sweat and stubbornness, and then a quiet Filipino kid walked in, didn't speak much English. But when he hit the mitts, Roach felt it, lightning. To decades later, Roach still watches Manny with the same awe. And that's why people believe him, because he doesn't lie. He's told Manny not to fight before. He sent other fighters into retirement, but not this time. Not with Manny. This time, he's not saying maybe. He's saying yes, he can win, he's sharp, he's smart. And smarter now than ever, that's the key. Roach isn't banking on Manny to out-youth Barrios. He's betting on him to outthink him. This isn't the reckless whirlwind who once overwhelmed with volume. This is the evolved Pacquiao, still fast, still wild, but now calculating. And behind that calculation is Roach, precise, pitiless, honest. He sees what others miss. Barrios dips his left, retreats in straight lines. Roach doesn't see a challenge, he sees a blueprint. This isn't one more payday. It's Roach's final composition, his final symphony. And he believes it ends with Barrios on the floor.
Yeah.
Barrios is solid, but not unpredictable. He fights with rhythm, consistent jab, aggressive body work, but patterns. Roach calls it methodical, which in his language means vulnerable. His hands are fast, but his feet lag behind. He throws, but he's flat when he resets, Roach says. And that's a Pacquiao feast. Watch the tape. Barrios shines moving forward, but when forced to pivot or counter off his back foot, he stiffens. And against a fighter who thrives on creating angles and entering from nowhere, that's danger. Worse, Barrios has never faced someone like Manny, not just in speed but in chaos. Controlled, brilliant chaos, the kind that breaks plans and unravels rhythm. When Barrios can't find his target, he tightens. He becomes robotic.
Huge right hand. Take the jab.
That's the nightmare Roach sees coming. Barrios isn't just fighting a man, he's fighting movement he's never trained for. If he can't adjust mid-fight, a skill he's never had to master, he won't survive. At 46, you don't train harder, you train smarter. That's the gospel now echoing through Wildcard. Gone are the days of endless sparring marathons. Now every second has purpose, every punch is calculated. Manny used to chase fatigue, now he chases precision. This camp is sharper, leaner, deadlier. Roach built it like a scalpel. No more brawling for conditioning now, it's about refinement. No wasted movement, Roach says. Every punch tracked, every session filmed. Every mistake dissected. Manny no longer trains to break his body. He trains to preserve what remains and weaponize it. Recovery is strategic. Cryotherapy, reflex lights, nutrition by the gram. A movement coach now analyzes every step, breath, rotation. Roach says Manny was always a volume puncher, but never reckless. Now, they lean on that intelligence, and here's the scary truth. This version of Manny might be a step slower, but he's thinking 2 steps ahead.
Very close.
He's not fading, he's focused. He's not grasping for legacy, he's sculpting it. Roach isn't rebuilding Manny, he's revealing what never left. If Barrios has nightmares, they won't be of knockouts. They'll be of punches he never saw, angles he can't track. A man who vanishes and reappears behind him. Because Manny doesn't fight like others. He throws in 5 south, 7 south, 10s from insane. Angles, well moving, well smiling. Barrios is orthodox, structured, rhythmic. The exact kind of fighter Pacquiao eats alive. Ask De La Hoya, ask Cotto, ask Thurman. They blinked and woke up on the ropes with the left hand crashing through their guard. Roach knows the pattern. Barrios backs out straight. He warns. That's death against a southpaw like Manny, and he's right. Linear retreat is suicide. Pacquiao follows like a shadow and punches mid-step. Barrios has faced southpaw's butt. None like this. Roach calls it the slingshot. Manny drawing you in, then launching forward at an angle that makes him vanish until it's too late. It's not raw speed, it's illusion. Manny's feints are traps, his feet are missiles. He'll dart in, unload 3 shots, then sidestep so clean Barrios will punch shadows. He'll reset like a rookie. Barrios can hit, he can press forward, but when he tries to trap a ghost, he'll be left swinging at fog. Because Manny's greatest weapon has never been his fists, it's been the vanish, the sudden reappearance in your blind spot. That hasn't aged. You can slow a body, you can't dull instinct. Roach knows Barrios isn't just fighting a man, he's battling a mind. That's the mistake people make. They see the flurries, the fireworks, and think Manny is chaos. But chaos doesn't win 8 world titles, strategy does, intelligence does, and this version of Manny, he's smarter than ever. Roach isn't unleashing speed, he's unleashing wisdom. Manny's not going in to outslug Barrios, he's going in to outwit him.
Oh, down goes Thurman! And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch, and Manny Pacquiao moved in with his legs.